Let's just go and have a look at see who's come in and who has gone. Yes, of course, it's transfer news. Hello boys and girls, and welcome back to a fresh season with Bolton. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not quite sure what season we are in at the moment. Very, very special game today as well. We are in the European Super Cup. How, you may ask? It's because we won the Europa League last season with, well, it was a pretty tough last couple of games in that competition, but we did overcome a couple of big European giant, and we find ourselves in this position. We made a couple of transfers which we'll go through in just a second, and also we had to let go of a few people just to finance a couple of them guys, but probably think the replacements aren't as good, but they've proved themselves so far. That felt like a intro then, didn't it? Well, so first of all, let's get on with the transfers that have gone out. We'll switch it round this time round. First up is Damon Arnold. He's gone. Yeah, he played really well for us. I'm not going to lie. He's gone to PAOK for 11.75, amounting up to 14.5. He's gone to play in the Greece Super League. We weren't going to use him. I was hoping, or still hoping, to use the money that we got for him to go on and grab ourselves another right winger. Well, that is still the plan. That was always the plan, to let him go and bring somebody else in. He's been with us for a few years, so quite sad to let him go. Batali is the other guy. He wasn't going to sign a new contract. I think he just wants more game time, which I don't blame him. He was a very, very good servant for us. And look at these stats. I mean, goalkeeping stats is absolutely phenomenal and off the charts, I think, for his age. And he's been with us for a fair bit, though. Well, 3 years, actually, to be perfectly honest. We bought him for $5.5 million. We sent him to Chelsea for $20 million. Yes, $20 million. I thought that was a good deal to be had there. Not so good a first season. Second season, not too bad. But last season, he came in, deputised quite well. It was all right. Quite a few clean sheets. So he's only conceded 174 and 153. So that's not that bad, I don't think, with the 52 clean sheets on top of that as well. Next two transfers are transfers we didn't want to let go. Daniel Calotti, again, he was not going to sign a new contract. I wanted to try and hold some of these guys back. 23-year-old Barcelona came in, and yeah, you'll see why. 40 million, rising up to 48 million. Again, we couldn't say no. He wanted to go. But if Barcelona come knocking on the door, you are going to want to talk to them and see what they're offering. But yeah, 40 million rising up to 50. That's not bad. I tell you what, he's been a very good. He had a very good season last season. 19 games, 7.14. That's his best season as well. Stats may not look it, but he was very good. And as a left back as well, I mean, 3.5 star. I don't think we could have found a better player there. He's better than Vasquez even. And to be perfectly honest, Vasquez has played really well. So we have got him in there. Norva Williams can play at left back as well if need be. So we let him go to one of our European rivals. I'm assuming Barcelona are in the Champions League. As long as we don't come against him, that'll be fine. So yeah, 40 to 48 million, not too bad. 140 grand a week. It's like wages. We couldn't really compete really. And yes, we've let Carlos go as well, right back. Yeah, so unintentionally, we've let both our fullbacks go and only one winger. The intention was to increase our midfield and the wingers, and we've not really done either, though, to be perfectly honest. We've had to concentrate on the back four, especially our fullbacks. Again, Carlos has gone. 25 years old. Again, Real Madrid come knocking on the door. What are you going to do? You're going to say, oh, I need to go, boss. I'm sorry, it's Real Madrid. £50 million. We couldn't say that. Again, he had a very, very good few seasons with us, and he had a very good last season as well. I think that was his best season as well to date, 7.26, and that's why teams like this are coming knocking on the door. We have had other offers, namely McNally as well. He's not going anywhere. A £50 million coming to the part, and unfortunately with the part they reduced the revenue to around about 40%, which was really annoying. So we didn't really even get half of that money, and there's loads of other add-ons and things that we had to release first before we could actually get any money. So yeah, money was quite tight for a little bit as well, but we should make up for that in the Champions League. But yeah, we had to let Carlos go. Not a player really I wanted to let go. In fact, neither him or Calotti we didn't want to let go. And I think there's other gems out there if we can get them as well. So we have a look at the rest of the transfers. Mancini's gone out on loan to Northampton. Robertson, these are all the youngsters. And we bring in Wolfgang Eberlin as well. He's not made it into the registration, unfortunately, which is rather annoying. He's our was going to be our backup from Bartoli. And you know what? He's not that bad at all. If we did a comparison with Bartoli, Bartoli in the orange, he's not that bad. As a backup, I suppose he's got a lot to learn still. He's still quite way behind Bartoli. He's going to do really well, Bartoli at Chelsea, I think. But you know what, we've brought in another player, and we've got Young in goal, don't forget. We've got Young, who's played quite a lot of last season and has done really, really well as well. So the rest of the transfers then out to Mancini, Robinson, we've got Burns, some of the youngsters, Keane Richards, Douglas, Brown, Nicholson, Lee Winkle. He's gone to Nottingham Forest for 275, rising up to $1 million. Yeah, so overall 123 million bringing in, and namely 122 million between Arnold, Bartoli, Calotti and Carlos. Very sad to let them go. Right, let's have a look at the guys we've brought in to replace some of these players. It's been tough, and thinking that you're in the Champions League would make a difference. Not on your life. So first up is Giovanni Teresi. Yes, we brought him on loan. He's a wonder kid. We couldn't sign anybody. We ran out of money. Yes, we've run out of money, or in fact the board would not let us spend any more money. And to have him in the midfield, he can play midfield or attacking midfield, and I think we're going to use him alongside or alternate between him and O'Reilly in the attacking midfielder role. Yes, we have changed formation as well, hence why we brought in another attacker. And we're doing pretty well. He's not played for us just yet, I don't think, but the stats wise, for a wonder kid, these are the type of players we're trying to bring in, but they are very, very expensive. He comes from Chelsea, actually. We've got him on loan. I think we're paying about 550,000 a month for him. We might be able to sign him up as well if he's any good, but then again it could waste all our budget on him if we do decide to have him. But I'm not quite sure what sort of a deal we have got. I was hoping that we may have a future fee, but I don't think we have. Guess who we brought? We brought John Solskjaer. Yes, it's Ollie's son. Yeah, not like his father, I guess. He plays in midfield, and you know what? He's going to be in our under-23s. We have signed him just purely to get these guys up to scratch as well. Not much of a potential at the moment, but we'll see what happens. I saw the name crop up, and you know what? I said, yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Let's see what we can make from him. Right, we're bringing some replacements for our fullbacks then. Some of these were kind of panic buys because we were coming towards a really rough part of the transfer window before the season started. Tried to get some players in to get some game time in the friendlies, and we're bringing Abdoulaye Diallo. He's pretty damn good. I'm not kidding. If we do a comparison between him and Williams, obviously it's Williams who's going to be fighting the place with Williams in the orange. Williams has got speed and very good defending wise, but Diallo, mentally, aerially, technically, attackingly and visually, he's far better. So do we sacrifice a little bit of speed for this young man? And from what I've seen in the first league game, he's damn good. He's very good. He's got an assist already. He's damn good. 3.1 million. I think that's all there is. Yeah, 3.1. Not an awful lot of money. We were really tight. Like I said, with the money we brought in from Calotti and Carlos, we didn't really have much money to spend. But 3.1 million, I thought it was quite a bargain from Leipzig as well. So, you know what? They do produce very good players. And I'm very happy to have him on board. He can only get better and increase. 20 years old, he's got a little bit of time ahead of him as well. Wolfgang, like I said earlier on, we did bring him in. In fact, he's actually gone back to Dortmund, I think it was. He's gone back to Borussia. He's out on loan. That was part of the deal. I think that was the reason why we couldn't register him, because he's actually playing in Germany. So my mistake. I forgot all about it until I had a look at this side of the transfers. But yeah, we've loaned him back, so that's why we can't play him this season. But you know what? We're going to have him back next season, and I think he'll do rather well. I mean, they've loaned him back, but I don't know whether they're going to be playing him. But yeah, another goalkeeper, which I think is going to do very, very well for us. And hopefully, with the experience in Germany, as long as he plays, we'll have a very good goalkeeper coming to us. Continuing to build up at the back as well, a left back as well. Jose Antonio Flores, what a player. I tell you what, between him and now Vasquez, it is going to be a fight between the two of them who actually is better. And I think he's well rounded as well. We'll do a comparison between him and Vasquez. Very, very tight, not much in it. Vasquez is more attacking wise, Flores is more defending. So what do you sacrifice? It's I think it's pretty much even Stevens. I think Vasquez is slightly better. There's a year in it as well already. They've had a couple of games under the belt. So Vasquez obviously playing up to his max at the moment. 7.4 in his one, I think, in the Burnley game. And he got an assist as well. Yeah, so as you can already see, we've had 2 assists from our fullback. And this chap, Edgar Vargas, this is where we spent virtually all our budget on. He was our first signing in the window. And another striker. Yes, another striker, you may ask. Pietro hasn't been really cutting it. He did stumble towards the end, but Vargas is playing very well at the moment. He's played in the World Cup South Africa, 9 goals in 14, as you can see down there. Friendlies already, 10 goals, 6 assists. 6 games, 9 games in total. Wow. And he's already scored on his debut. So as you can already see that he's making inroads already. And to be perfectly honest, between him and Pietro, he'll keep him on his toes. Pietro in the orange. Vargas is far, far better. Apart from aerially, that's all Pietro has got. But Vargas is just an absolute beast. So yeah, very excited to have him. Finishing 17 and dribbling. He's there's nothing really apart from his jumping. Like I said, he can't header the ball. Free kick taken, not interested or throws. Don't want him doing anything like that. He's not very good at penalty taking though, which is quite surprising. But everything else, double figures and more. We pick him up from where did we pick him up from? Leon, I think. £65 million. Did that rise up a bit, up to 75? Yeah, so a lot of money involved to try and get him here. But as you can see, his stats wise, he is putting the ball in the net consistently, double figures each season since he's burst onto the scene with Atletico Nacional in Colombia. 15 goals there, 12 goals there, 18, 19, 23, 17. It's pretty good, and he's getting a lot of player of the matches. And again, another feature as well, his average rating in the 7s, apart from that 1 season, there, well, 2 seasons there. Well, 3 seasons in his whole career. It's not a lot in, what, 8 years? Quite excited to have him, use him. And we'll see if it just picks Pietro up a little bit. So this is our movement then for the transfers. £82 million spent. We're bringing 123. Yeah, you think we've still got a lot of money. Surprise! Yeah, we're overspending on wages, which we can adjust that through the budgets. But £50 million in the bank. Yeah, we've got money in the bank, but we won't let us have any money. 40% of the transfer revenue. I mean, that how maddening is that? I've made a board request so many times now. They won't let us do anything. We don't want to affiliate club. I'm not sure what we're doing here, but at the moment we are making, say we're making a little bit of money. We are spending a lot of money as well, but with this European Super Cup, we'll see what happens. The projection for this season to have about £25 million in the bank. That's what they're expecting, so that's okay. Look at how well we've been playing. I mean, make of that what you will. It's been a goal fest. Yeah, there's a couple of games where we've scored double figures. 19-0 against these guys here. I think we went to, where did we go? We went to Korea, didn't we? Was it Korea, Japan? It was either China, Japan or Korea. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Korea maybe. But yeah, 8-0, 7-0, 19-0. Where are these scores? Got the 10-0 and the 6-1. Well, we did concede one there. I'm not happy about that. We beat Porto 5-2 in a friendly. Vargas scoring a hat-trick. I mean, he's been scoring for fun. Maldini scores some there. Edgar scores one there as well. And Pietro managed to get a couple of goals as well. Vargas has been putting him in for fun. And he started off his league campaign against Burnley with a 2-1 victory. I expected miracles, actually, to be perfectly honest. I thought we'd have a goal fest continuing as we are. But you know what? That's pretty damn good. Pause it if you would like to see them. But we had the Trotters fundraiser once again. It did raise a fair bit of money as well. Today, and only today we will be playing the Euro Super Cup as well against Atletico Madrid. Who did they beat in the final last season in the Champions League? Let's have a quick look. They did lose in the World Club Championships as well, but the Champions League they beat Inter 3-1. That's right, because we beat AC Milan, they beat Inter. Tactics wise then, I don't think there's anything else. Where are they expected us to finish in the league, you may ask? And I shall tell you. They expect us to finish around about 7th position because of the Champions League and everything else that we're in. They're obviously thinking our squad isn't big enough. Newcastle, Leeds and Aston Villa got promoted then. Right, okay, let's jump straight into matters then. Also, Club Vision, there's quite a lot of stuff happening here. Play entertaining football. Sign players under the age of 23. Don't sign anybody over 30. Make the most of set pieces. Play high tempo pressing football. We'll see. They want to work within the budget, obviously. 2-year contracts minimum. Right, for the current season, they want us to reach the first round of the knockout stage of the Champions League. Well, if we don't go into that, we go into the Europa League, don't we, I guess. Premiership, finishing the top half. Reach the quarterfinals of the FA Cup and the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup as well. I think that's quite doable. We shall go to the side and let's have a look at who we're playing. We've got Young in goal. With Diallo is going to start off on the right hand side. Montero and Buongiorno in the centre. Iglesias and McNally in the centre. We have got Antonello, O'Reilly and Hughes. I am very tempted to bring in Teresi, see what he's like, but we'll go with this side at the moment, and then Vargas up front. I think Pietro is going to be a little bit redundant this season. It's going to be hard on him, I know, but I think if we're paying 75 million, we are going to darn use him. Pietro, I think, refused to sign a contract. I think he's got another year on his contract. We tried to offer him a new contract. Yeah. Right, here we go then. We are in the Philips Stadion in Eindhoven. They're coming at us with a 4-4-2. They've got Oblak in goal. I mean, Demerol, Thurenino, Wenzel, Vasquez. They've got Vasquez as well. Victor, who have we got? Jesus. Are they brothers? One's a regen, that's for sure. Antonio Carlos, Tonali, Guido, Cesar, Joel Felix up front. Wow. Did they just grab him? Where did they grab him from? I know he's been with them for a while. They're 112 million they paid from Benfica though for him. We are going to continue playing as a sideline as well in the highlights. As we're probably expecting a full capacity. I think capacity is only around about 30,000, so it's not an awful lot for a big final like this. The winners of the Champions League versus the winners of the Europa League. It's not great, is it though, to be fair? There's 10 minutes have elapsed and not really an awful lot happening as the Young has the goal kick. It plays it to Montero, then finds Diallo. Diallo we're expecting to run up and down the wing. Iglesias, it's rather slow going at the moment, but we're building. We're past the halfway line. We're finding a lot of space. McNally, we're going to find it going wide. Iglesias, we want to go wide. Okay, Vargas has made a run and he's flipping it. We're off to a flyer. Vargas with a fancy goal. Superb team goal. I mean, that was, I'm not sure how many touches we had. Please let me know in the comments below how many passes that was. It was straight from a goal kick. I might even have a look at that when I come back to edit the video. But that is, what? Oh, he's onside, that's okay. Phew, I mean, it's a cracking goal, and that's exactly what you want from our forward. We spend all that money, and Pietro, would have you got that? I doubt it very much. As we start again, McNally, he's recently signed a new contract. Like I say, Tottenham came in for him. We weren't going to let him go. I think they offered something like 60 odd million. I wasn't going to let McNally go. We have got a lot of very good English players in this team as well, which is very good as well, and certain players. And we're 2-0. Flipping heck. Vasquez has just screamed through that left-hand side as I'm babbling along about McNally and the English players. It's disallowed. You are joking. That's not offside. I thought we scored a second goal then. That's well worked as well. Free kick then for Atletico outside the box. Hits the upright. Wow. And that's gone over as well. That's okay. It's an offside either way. As we're still attacking. We're still attacking though. We're still playing this formation. And we're going to say get creative. We're letting them come into it a little bit more than we would like. Vasquez. They've got a Vasquez, like I say. And Wenzel. Now, Atletico look like they're going. If we can get intercept here, that'd be quite good, which we have done. Iglesias. going to expect huge things from him this season as we're going forward. I mean, we may not have the monies of the Uniteds and Chelseas and what have you, but the players that we are picking up are very, very good. We can't moan at that. And Bolton, from where we've come from, penalty referee. Was it a push? It's a penalty. Okay, right. Who's taking this one? Vargas? It's Antonello. Okay, go on then, young man. Smashes it down the centre. It's 2-0 now. Not disallowing that one. Whew. I tell you, this is exciting. This is good start of things to come. If we can start beating, if we beat players, teams like this in Europe, I mean, we could potentially, I'm not going to say it, win the Champions League. I've said it, darn it. 2-0. Wow, that is 2-4. Excellent effort, guys. Carlos, the free kick. It's a very, very good stop by the goalkeeper. Young, well done, son. We did concede against Burnley, though, which was very, very disappointing. But especially after all the friendlies we've had and scoring goals for fun, as Vargas comes forward, tries to get past his man, not quite managing it though. We're going to bring Rabbi in. That's one chap we do want to bring. We have got Jaws in here as well, and I'm going to bring Teresi in as well in midfield, which seems to suit him well. He is a wonder kid as well, don't forget. So we'll just have a look. We'll see what these players are like, if they are worth trying to secure for next season. As 2-0 up, 10 minutes to go. It looks like we could be on the way to another trophy. Vasquez to Teresi, then plays in Vasquez to Hughes, to Iglesias, go out wide. He does, finds Diallo, who's been pretty quiet. Oh, that's an effort. That is an effort. That's a tip over the bar. I'm going to pause it there. Vargas is not going to be happy, but we're going to bring in Pietro. I don't know whether he's going to get in for this corner. He doesn't, I don't think, because it's been headed away. Felix has been very quiet, plays it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Why would you do that? As Wenzel has the ball at end of highlight, but 5 minutes to go. It looks like we're going to pick up another trophy, boys and girls, as we headed that one away. And this is just our intentions for the coming season as well. Another victory as Gori. Yeah, we do concede goals, don't we? Offside. No, it's offside. It's disallowed. Okay, that's fine. A clean sheet still to boot then. We can see, oh, look at that. Very well played, guys. Very well played. Yes! Another trophy after the Europa League final. We've just beaten the Champions League winners as well. It's trophies galore for this club. We need to... it's just a pity we didn't beat Fulham in the Carabao Cup final. Because I think we've got every other trophy apart from the Premiership now and the Carabao and the Champions League now, I think. Riley lifted the Super Cup to complete a fairy tale journey for the team. I am an icon now, so I'm not far off from legend. I'm not really sure how far we are away from legend status, but Killian, again, a player I would like to still bring 62,200,000 a week. We're not going to see him, are we? He's only 20 years old, and look at these stats. Wow, how well did he do last season? Since he left us, first season with Real, we could play against Real Madrid as well. 11 goals in 26, 7.2625 though. Yeah, it's. I feel sorry for the lad. He's gone over there. He's probably expecting big things, and he's only played 26 games. Cracking victory. We continue our good run, and when we are going to come back for when the draw is going to be made for the Champions League. And I'm not sure when abouts that's going to be. I'm assuming it's going to be around here somewhere. So we'll probably before the Everton game or just after the Everton game. So we could bring them a couple of games before the Champions League. Or do we just jump straight into the Champions League? And that's when we're going to come back, because we are going to be concentrating on the Champions League this season. It was a Europa League last season. Champions League this season. We'll do that. We won't see the draw. We'll go straight in and we'll have a look at the draw when we get back, when we play our first game. So if you enjoyed that, please pop a like on there. If you'd like to see more new to the channel, please subscribe. And until next time then, guys, thanks very much for watching. Thank you.